Today, maybe you're in a hospital or a nursing home or an apartment, and you're afraid because you don't want to die alone. Maybe you're caring for your parents, yet you can't be with them every moment of the day, right? And you're afraid that you won't be there just at the moment that they die, and they'll die all alone. Well, let me tell you, if you're a Christian, neither you nor your loved one will die alone. Why? Listen.
You know, John, you can go to Chicago today, which is where I live, and the Drake Hotel has 24-hour valet service. And you simply drive up your car and they'll take it from you and bring it back when you need it. And someone is always there. And I want to remind you today that if the Drake Hotel in Chicago does that, our Heavenly Father is there all the time with us. I have a friend whose mother died in an apartment, and her body was not found for 2 or 3 days. And he felt so badly, he kept saying, "My mother died alone, my mother died alone." I said to him, "Friend, your mother did not die alone. Jesus was there with her in the apartment." And so you say, well, Pastor Lutzer, what do we do until we face that moment? I'd like to read the words of Spurgeon, who reminds us that God will give us grace to die, but He also gives us grace to live. These words are so good. Spurgeon says, "Brother, you do not want dying grace till dying moments. What would be the good of dying grace while you are yet alive? A boat will only be needful when you reach a river. Ask for living grace and glorify Christ thereby, and then you shall have dying grace when the time comes. Your enemy is going to be destroyed, but not today. Leave the final shock of arms till the last adversary advances. And meanwhile, hold your place in the conflict. God will in due time help you to overcome your last enemy, but meanwhile, see to it that you overcome the world, the flesh, and the devil." Well, I conclude today by telling you that God is adequate for us when we're living, and He's adequate and He's there when our time comes to die. But the most important thing is to prepare for that final moment by faith in His blessed Son. Apart from Him, you shall not see the life that God promises.